It is 6:22. So today, I think we're gonna, do you want us to still do the staff report first, or since we have so little time, go straight to the,
Still follow your agenda.
okay, so staff report, if you could pull that up on,
Did you do the minutes right? Can you do roll call?
hold on, I have the wrong thing.
Okay.
I'm trying to hurry, but I'm too fast. Okay, so approval of minutes.
Did we call the meeting to order?
So I'll
Now you have to roll.
6:22. 6:22. And then roll call. I'm not usually doing this. Sorry.
Committee member Hussein.
Present.
Committee member Monks.
Present.
Committee member Andrews.
Here.
Committee member Price. Here. You have a quorum.
All right, and then consider approval of minutes. I'm just gonna read this since Stephanie's not here and she's normally the, so if you guys can look at your minutes and if you guys have any changes, let me know. If not, if somebody wants to make a motion and.
Approval. I second.
Okay, and then vote.
Oh, fine.
So jumping ahead, staff report.
I was just gonna share your screen.
Okay, so the final inspection for the restroom has been approved. This includes the power, water, and the sewer. The garden committee requested additional wire to keep the rabbits out of the garden. We started installing rabbit fencing along the exterior. We chose 1/4-inch black coated 4-foot tall wire. It goes 2 feet up and is buried 2 feet out. We had a registered accessibility standard specialist come out, and the only thing they requested was some, this has been updated again. There's a couple changes, but nothing super major, and we've got it under control, so everything is good. Let's just, there's a fresh layer of decomposed granite over the entire area, and we did a partnership procedure. The staff has also drafted a new partnership procedure that will be used by the department. The community garden will also follow these partnership procedures. So if you want to go to, there's the restroom with, it does need, it's gonna need a handrail, just so you guys know, it does qualify for that. That's in the works. But so there's the restroom. If you could go to the next one, you have to look at it kind of close. You can see the fencing that for the rabbits. And then we've got the raised beds. I had to raise one of each side so that it was also ADA compliant because I was a little short. So those are the ADA compliant in-ground beds plus the tables, which I do not have a picture of, but and then the next slide is there's the, we did fresh granite for the walkways.
That looks so good.
And then the partnerships, I did include, just in case you guys wanted to look at them in this little packet here, it does have a printout of the draft partnership and the rules that were just approved by city council last night. So that's this little, and it's in here as well, but this just has everything.
And so the draft partnership form has already gone to our legal for review. He makes her edits, and it's possible that to be looking to actually pass a resolution so that we can go ahead and adopt that and start using it. They're very low risk, 1-year agreements that we'll use across the department. So you guys can start sending Stacy lists of groups you want us to start reaching out to for possible partnerships. So as soon as that's approved, we'll be able to.
And then the next questions, comments, concerns. Sorry.
Sounds great.
And then the next is receive a report, hold a discussion, and provide staff direction regarding an orientation program for the community garden at Post Oak.
Your presentations are pretty much all your orientation programs that you guys spoke about the last couple of meetings was to go over all the rules for the gardeners and the plot rentals. So you have your general rules like that top 10, but then all the plot specific rules, that's what orientation would go over.
We also talked about it being like, about the tool cage and.
Right that.
It needs to be like, in the gate code and.
We'll make a note for that.
And I think like some of the communal things too, like they talk about sharing certain things, whether it's feeds or past things, so just like general like community things.
So that's exactly the point of this object or this subject agenda item was to see what else you guys wanted included. So that's perfect if there's anything else
if you guys can, think about it for like next month, if you can put together like items that you think that we definitely need in the tool shed and maybe either email it to me or whatever. I've bought some basic things. I bought some round point shovels, some square point shovels, some rakes. But I'm sure, little hand tools we're gonna need and lots of other things like that too. And also, the pest items, maybe like the top 10 things that you think we should have on hand would be like super cool. And I can send you an email, kind of reminder.
That would be perfect. Yes, do that.
Can we also put in there like, the orientation, things that are permitted in compost, things that are, it's in here, but just
Mhm.
hear about it. And then also like tool sharpening, oh, and weed identification. And Stacy, can you help us with that, with, like local weeds that we can identify? Because we talked about those need to be pulled and put in trash, not compost.
Okay,
So,
seed spraying.
yeah, so if
Okay.
we could take pictures of like
Yes.
whatever is considered like an
Exactly.
invasive
Mhm.
weed, and
Okay.
then we can put that in the
Like,
orientation packet.
okay.
I can put together like a little like
That's
poster
what
type thing that we
hang
can put
it
in the
in the-
bathrooms
yeah.
too, that way people can.
Just hang it in the shed.
Yes,
you
I
know?
think we talked about something with whatever visuals we can use, trying to do more images versus like words, so it's easy to see and like ID.
Yes. Language as ages,
Yes, yes.
This is David again. I'm about to have to jump off to go next door to the kayak meeting, but I did want to say for orientation, and this is a good segue from the discussion on the partnership agreements. We could potentially look at an agreement with the group as a whole, everybody who has a plot within the garden to sign off on this agreement and help to lead as part of the deal points, orientation for any new plots, any new members.
Yeah, everyone has to do 1 hour of service. So their hour of service could be lead orientation. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, just to conduct orientation for any person who's adopting a plot, and just to give Q&A and to do a quick run through. This would go towards volunteer hours. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks again, you all. I'm really sorry that I couldn't be there in person. I'm gonna. I look forward to hearing from the feedback in the minutes.
Thank you.
Anything else for orientation?
Is there something you need us to vote on that?
I just needed to try to put everything together for orientation because I want to have the first orientation right after the opening.
Yeah.
Because on paper, if everybody that has applied, sent me applications, we're already full for the 4x8 plots. So I want to make sure that when we have the grand opening, right after that, bam, we have an orientation that has everything covered. So the people, if they want, because I bought, part of the handouts are 7 plant fall plantings. So they could literally take their little 7 plugs and put them in their pot that same day. That's what my.
So you're saying
quote
like,
was.
ribbon cutting, refreshments,
Yeah.
a lot, everything's
All
right,
the
okay.
These
Our first
people,
orientation is
go,
right after this.
here's our 17 people that have already, sent me the applications. They've agreed to the rules. They can move in, I mean.
Over here, let's
Yeah,
talk. Okay.
so
I like that.
That's why that was why I'm like, what else are we forgetting?
You asked for a list, sorry, of pesticides and stuff, but that's already in here.
That's on there,
That's
but
in-
I don't know what you actually use, because that's like an entire list. Do I
We
need to?
went through it already, like this is the one we've already.
Yeah, it's attached as an appendix A, and so they'll get that in the orientation as well.
Yeah.
Are you thinking more like what are we gonna provide for now?
Yeah.
So. if
Yeah,
that
sorry,
means 10,
because remember I had the 1,000 that I set aside for, yes, sorry, that's why I was like, no,
I
I,
understand, so.
yeah, so
Updates, what
out
should
of
we
this,
provide?
yes, please let me know what's the most important. I'll make sure that I get that first, that.
And just to make this less confusing, where it says approved organic products included,
Mhm.
then this should all be moved over.
Oh, so this is
Under that
all-
List.
This is
Yeah.
all like this.
Yeah. And then it makes clear, then that's a new one.
Okay, so it
That
just
makes
messed up.
sense.
Yeah, we just messed it up when it.
Yeah, it's just a formatting.
I got it.
Okay, that's all.
Do you don't mind just going through the list of,
Okay,
what we have so far, so that way we can know if we need to add
I haven't
more.
bought anything.
Oh, not for the compass, but for the garden. Yes.
Okay, so I bought 5 rakes. I bought 5 square point shovels and 5 round point shovels. I did not get any little I got 2 loppers for the compost area,
Mm.
and I believe I bought a pair or 2 of the hand trimmers for the compost area.
Mhm.
I've made a compost table. And I think that's it. I don't have like the little shovels or the little, I mean, so I know that we need those, and
Do we think
is
that
it
we
bad
need
to buy them at
provide
the
that?
dollar store? If I do that, cause if then they walk away, it only costs us $1.25.
Yeah, no, I should.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
do that.
I'm like, honestly,
I
that's
say, I
why.
don't know if you even need to provide that though, like for me, in my raised bed,
Mhm.
like that dirt's loose, I don't need a little.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if, you know, have like a little bucket with, okay, so.
I don't really need many ones. But if you wanna buy me, yeah.
And some people might like be able to use them.
I
as well
think
as
you're
other-
either-
So if I
either
get
you need
like
to
the
buy
little
gloves or
shovel
trowels.
or the little like baby rake, and
I think
that's,
that's- I
if
think
buy
that's-
10 of each and
Yeah.
call it a day, okay.
Yeah.
And then
I was
you-
like, okay,
And then maybe if they walk off quickly, we don't provide more.
If we name them and write their names on them and
Sure.
paint, people are less likely to walk off with them because someone's gonna be like, where's Anthony the shovel? Like, I
oh, that's
swear.
kind of cute.
It works with little kids, it might work with adults.
That's awesome. Sure.
Are we gonna provide gloves?
I didn't plan on that.
That's okay, we should just put it in orientation that we recognize.
Yeah. I feel like that's gonna be gross. I wouldn't want to put my
Yeah.
hands in gloves.
Yeah.
Other people's.
I'd
hands
rather
in
not
it.
share them, but we should tell
That's
people.
just sure.
that.
Sweat with
Yeah.
I bought loppers,
Yeah.
that's got like the blade about that big for like branches, cause I figured the taller plants, and then I bought like the little hand. But if there's something else, you know, like, cause I know they have the long
I think
scissor
we're
like,
the hand
No
ones.
one's-
okay, yeah, I
no one's
bought
gonna plant
2
trees.
No.
Like.
We have tools. Did you highlight some of the pesticides?
We did.
I believe you, but.
Didn't finish this.
Yeah, I won't lie, I really.
No, it's okay.
Pretty good.
And then did it, oh shoot, I just confused myself. Where did it say the list is not allowed? No, okay, so then this
Oh,
is
that's a
your
good
new
one.
list
Okay.
here, yeah,
See,
and then
this is
these
what we
need to
can
all
use.
go in.
Please no.
Yeah, yeah, please no.
Okay,
So I was looking at that going, ew, deliveries.
We should
Yeah,
probably
why
let
is that
people
on
know
our
that if
approved
they
list?
use-
And I realized
Oh, okay,
it's
not-
approved officially.
Yeah,
So
that's-
then-
that's
So,
not so important.
Next month's agenda. Stacy, we're hoping to have an update. She's reached out to Texas State and some other professors, see an update on any of the classes willing to take on the research part of it. And anything else need to go on the next month agenda?
I mean, I would imagine like, if you've started people in on the garden, then what might be on the agenda is like what's working, what's not. In case you need to adjust
We
anything.
had a long list from last go around, what we wanted to touch on today, but not able to do that, so maybe we could like.
Go back, yeah, sorry, so I'm like, we're gonna have to go back, I just
Yeah,
didn't.
no, it's fine.
Okay.
So, I told her, I'm like, I told her, no, okay, I didn't forget, it just, it was time.
We have that list.
For the pesticides, and you kind of mentioned it, and you did too, of, like, use, so like, when to use, when not to use, like, for the name, if it's really hot, like,
Don't
just,
Yeah.
exactly, so I think having the image and then like, I don't know exactly how we wanna do that, or who's kind of taking the lead on that, but I think some guidance
Like
with
who's
the
gonna
usage
make
would be
the
good.
visual thing for the.
If, I mean, like, if you, cause I don't, I'm not a gardener, if you look at this and be like, oh, okay, so, Neptune fish fertilizer should only be used in the fall, or what, if you give me a breakdown of that, I could literally make just a little picture and post it, you know, or whatever you guys think would be the easiest to understand, you know.
Don't breathe in the diatomaceous, or
Yeah,
I have no idea if I'm
Yeah,
saying that correctly.
that's how I say it.
same.
Should I just get for this one?
I think that's a good starting point in 10, cause you just said like 4 or 5, right?
Yeah, I only have six.
Yeah.
These are the 6 things that I would say we should definitely stop.
And do you wanna, I'll mark this if you wanna take it home just in
Sure.
case, you're like, okay, let's do this too.
And then you don't have,
Blood meal is
Isn't
separate.
BT kind of controversial as whether it's organic or not?
no,
No, okay, I'm confused now with something. The other 5 I recognize, no,
Only
agree with.
Name and
I think if we end up, picture crazy we're gonna get with some of this as far as like the do's and don'ts, I think if we end up adding words, just trying to keep it as short.
Yeah.
And to the point as
Yes,
possible.
Or maybe just a big red egg. or
Yeah.
stuff. And then like 3 check marks for yes.
Yeah. Well,
That's a good idea.
thinking about like the context in which it should be used or shouldn't be used, I feel like that might be hard to explain in picture form, but maybe it's too long.
There's
The
a big,
sun and the moon.
But
Across the sun, right?
Yes,
Yes,
like we have
yeah.
a list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Green
but
is
like
you can
the-
use it,
yeah.
and then red is you can't use it.
Above,
Well, like just color code these, so like all of this whole list would be green,
okay,
and then this whole
this is
list would
just
be
like,
red.
yeah,
People don't read, but most people have an idea of like green means go, red means stop.
We have about 5 minutes remaining. If there are other bits of information that we need to share. You feel like you have enough?
it's definitely at least a starting point.
Talk about the pesticides, talk about the shovels, for the garden tools. Start with some of the visuals.
What help do you need for the grand opening? Can they show up early and help you, or?
I will always take help. Yes, I'll be there. I'll probably be there all day, but it'll definitely at least 2 hours before. So if not more, because I'd like,
The actual. Starting thing.
it's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock on the.
Yeah, on the 29th.
I'm flying in from New Orleans
Oh, really?
that day. I'm leaving my conference early.
You gonna make it?
Hopefully I'll be there.
So
I'm supposed to land at
we're supposed to come in
11.
She said,
2 hours.
well, it starts at 2 and.
I will be there at least 12, sorry. But
And the Bird Eye Foundation's been invited, the Austin Community Foundation, all the Eagle Scouts.
Back yet?
One of them has not.
And we should send you a list of organizations for partnership, so it's just.
so we've got,
Well, I'm
David
just
said to
waiting
get
for
working
a
on it.
member, cause I know like the one that I had brought to the table, community action, they're not just limited to Kyle. So then when we voted that it's only for organizations in Kyle, that would knock them out. Which is fine.
First,
I mean, it's fine, so we just need to keep that in mind.
usually it's the first Wednesday.
Okay, so your next meeting's supposed to be on Wednesday, October 2nd, but city council got moved to that day. So if you guys want to move to the second Wednesday of the month that day, that week again, or
We already did, we decided to put it on the 9th.
on the 9th? Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't bring that.
Oh, yep, we have it on the calendar. I have it on both days. Thank you.
Bad. At 6:15 though.
Situation, aren't there instances in which like you have like multiple locations across like states or cities or whatever it may be, but you partner with certain like sites or locations, so isn't, is there, I feel like there's a way we can.
I know that,
Make it
so that may
work.
be something we need to discuss just for the sake of when.
If you decide within, like,
Right, but even like the community action that's located in Kyle, their students come from San Marcos, Buda, surrounding areas. So even like the local chapter isn't just local people.
do they live in Kyle though?
I mean,
No,
their
a
office
lot of them
is
don't.
in Kyle.
Well,
I
one of their
think-
teaching centers in Kyle,
Yeah.
but their main office is San Marcos. It's all sorts of complicated. I didn't even think about it when I brought that
I
up
wasn't, I
until
didn't
we
either
had
until
to
you just,
vote
it's like, oh,
based
yeah.
on the
What I was
community
thinking about, so,
member.
you know, she mentioned that they, like, there's housing that they provide or they assist with.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
somewhere close to, so I think I was initially thinking that those that were.
Mm. There is an apartment complex
Mm-hmm.
and that's where they do their Kyle classes.
Mhm.
But like their regional office is San Marcos, a lot of the students come from. So we'll just have to navigate that when we get there, yeah. Okay, I have to run in a minute. Anything you need us to vote on or?
That was, yeah, motion to adjourn and we can, yeah, sorry about the weird meeting.
Second.
Okay,
I
vote.
think we all said that. I.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll shoot you guys that email, just,
Yes.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Did you put it?
Sorry?
Thank you for it. I agree.